Hey everyone, Mr. Sujano here. This year at E3, the Intellivision Amico was revealed, and it's a little bit different than a lot of people were expecting. Let's get started. Alright, to kick things off, the Intellivision Amico is a brand new console coming out this year. It's been under development for quite some time now. The person behind this is Tommy Tallarico. That name might ring a bell as Tommy's been involved in a ton of different video games. And I guess if you ever used to watch Electric Playground back in the day, he used to be on that show too. Now this console has been under development for quite some time. We've known about it forever in the retro gaming community, not because of the name Intellivision, but because of what's going on here. A lot of us were speculating on what exactly this console was going to deliver. Some people thought it was going to be a powerhouse, some people thought it might be something like an emulation device. Meanwhile, it's something different altogether. From a gamer perspective, and one look at that controller and you pretty much know it's not anywhere close to a standard controller out there, and you're probably not going to be able to play a bunch of the games you're used to the usual way, considering it doesn't have dual joysticks or adaptive triggers or really anything like that. It's kind of just like a mobile phone with a dial on it. And that's kind of exactly what it is. In fact, you can use your mobile phone as a controller on the Amico. The controllers themselves, though, they have an integrated touchscreen, motion controls, some tactile buttons, vibration, and that big dial in the center. Looking at their games lineup, and they have a very wide variety of games here, but they all do kind of look like mobile games, and that's something I want to touch on. I wouldn't necessarily say these games are meant for the hardcore gamer out there, the gamer looking for AAA titles. These games are aimed at a more casual audience or just in a more casual setting. I mean, they're highlighting here a dice game and the fact that the controller can kind of throw dice onto the TV, as well as a cornhole game. I mean, this is really meant, in my opinion, for a social gathering as opposed to a hardcore gaming session. And I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. That just means that this system's target audience is very different than a lot of people were expecting. And considering the price of games here, digital games for less than $10 and physical games for less than $20, you can't really expect too much here. Taking a look at the prices of these systems, they're priced at $250, so well under the price of something like a PS5 or an Xbox here. And they do include games. The system comes with Astro Smash, SurfShark, Skiing, Cornhole, Farkle, and a soon-to-be-announced 6th game. So definitely nothing really AAA here, but at the same time, they might be family-friendly and fun in a family setting. In my opinion, the Amico is kind of a cross between the Nintendo Wii and the Arcade1up Infinity Game Table. I don't want to say it's the best of both worlds. You're not going to get games as good as the Wii had, and you will get more options than the Infinity Game Table. This is just slightly different, but kind of seems to have elements of both. The Amico has controllers like a console. You also plug it into your TV. You're not stuck to the table that Arcade1up has. While with the games, they're kind of like this Arcade1up table, except you do get the benefit of the controller, maybe playing in a more relaxed setting as opposed to hunched over a table. You're just looking at the screen with a controller or your phone. So this is a very interesting setup overall. I'll be real with you here, I'm not really interested in any of the Amico games that were shown. They just didn't excite me at all. I mean, I couldn't really see myself dropping my current game lineup to play something like this. But at the same time here, if I had one of my nephews over, I more than likely would be interested in playing something like this with them, and I think they'd have more fun playing this than maybe trying to play something on the N64. Plus, I mean, if your friends aren't gamers, well, I don't think it'd be too difficult to understand a game like this. Overall, I don't think this is a bad little system at all, provided you understand what it is and what it isn't. This isn't a mainstream powerhouse gaming machine. It's not a retro emulation console. This is a family-friendly device. Now, will I ever get an Amico? The answer is I don't really know. I don't really have a use for one right now. Maybe if my nephews were to come over all the time, I'd think about picking one up, but right now it just doesn't really seem like a necessity for me. I mean, if these things got Jackbox games on them, that would be far more enticing. Anyways, that is all I've got for today. Let me know your thoughts about the Intellivision Amico in the comments below. What did you like about it? What didn't you like about it? Maybe what do you wish it had? And what do you wish it didn't have? I'm not too sure. Just let me know your thoughts on this thing in the comments below. If you like this video, leave a like. If you didn't like this video, leave a like. Hit that subscribe button, check out my other videos. Thank you everyone, take care.